Hello everyone, my name is Sue Hiles and welcome to my channel Tickled Pink Creating. This video is part of a Rita Barakat design team hop and I'm super excited. There are several people hopping along with us, great artists, each and every one of them. This hop is called Christmas Comes Early Hop. And yeah, so we're excited. So see below for more details as well as links to the different blog posts. So I think I am the only one that doesn't have a blog. I think everybody else is a blog, and of course I'm here on YouTube. So let's begin. So this hop is all about Christmas inspiration, and I pulled out my December daily. So like everything that I'm working on right now is all about my December daily, right? I'm trying to prep for it. And a December daily is basically a scrapbook for the month of December to document your month. And today I'm going to show you how I make these fun little ornaments. These are plastic and I am using Rita's embossing powder. And the one that we're going to make today is actually going to be part of the charm that's going to hang on my December Daily album. Okay, so I have an album I'm using and I'm trying to get different pieces together so I can make a really cool, charm that's going to hang on the outside because I want it to be very shabby chicish. And I thought, well, this is plastic. See, it's plastic. It's not going to get hurt. It's a good size. It's long, but it is very light. It's very thin. It'll go well with the other pieces that I'm starting to gather. So we're going to work on that today, but do keep in mind that these are ornaments. So you can use the ornaments for your tree. Imagine that. But yeah, so here we go. Okay, so those are the two I already made. Now I'm just going to move this piece of my scrapbook paper because I don't want it to become a mess. So on this particular ornament, I use the mermaid fin embossing powder. It is just beautiful. This particular embossing powder has the most amazing like glittery, bling look to it. This one I used dragon's egg. And what I first did on this one and this one was I put down, on this one I had some deli paper that had some paint on, and I glued that down first, and then I embossed on top. And this one is actually, I started with a piece of the Tim Holtz tissue paper, and I put that down, and then I used the whoops, wrong one. Then I used the dragon's egg on top of it. And I think that the dragon's egg is my favorite out of all of them. And I can tell that because it's like half gone already. It is just very, very rich looking. It's just beautiful. So on this one, I am going to use Kiss of the Fairy embossing powder, which is a beautiful pink. Now the collection of scrapbook paper that I'm using is pink, so I want to make sure that I have something pink hanging off the side for the charm. I might use some stickles, might not, and I will probably add this piece of rickrack onto the end of it. so that it can hang as part of the charm. But for now, we are going to work. Oh, and I did pull out a little bit of bling as well and thought maybe I could get some of that down. But we're going to go ahead and do this. It's easy peasy. It's quick. All you have to do is pull out any type of glue. You can use Elmer's. You can use your Liquitex Matte Medium. You can use whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to use this Martha Stewart. I got on clearance at Michael's. Or no, Tuesday. Well, one of those places, Tuesday morning or Michael's. And it has glitter in it. So I thought, well, isn't that great? Let me go ahead and just use that. So what I want to do is make sure that I grab a piece of paper as well, and you'll see what I need that for as I get moving here. So the first step that you'll want to do is find something, again, this is a plastic ornament. It's plastic, right? It's probably about, I don't know, 4 to 5 inches long. And it's great to just create on, right? So I'm going to take my decoupage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't want to get in the crevices here. I just want to get on the higher area of the ornament, and I'm just going to do that. See that? That's all I'm going to do. All I'm going to do. This is going to act as our our wet medium that the embossing powder is going to stick to. So a lot of us, like when we do this on paper, we'll use Versamark or something like that. Well, this is in place of that, right? All I need is something for the embossing powder to stick to. All right, so that's it. So that's what I'm going to put on there, all right? Isn't that, it's pretty already, right? All right, so I'm just going to take my piece of paper and I'm going to pour the Kiss of the Fairy embossing powder over it. I'm going to get a good amount on there. Okay. Just want to make sure I get it on all the areas. So a good place to look for ornaments is, like, you can even look in like yard sales. You can look in thrift shops. I mean, there's like a lot of places. Of course, you can get them at the store. But I'm going to go ahead and start embossing this. Sorry for the noise, and it is going to take a few minutes. All right, and I just love to watch it bubble up and get hot and melt. I just love it, right? I mean, I'm sure many of you know about the embossing powder. If you don't, what really happens to it is that when you put heat on it, like this, direct heat, it's actually melting the pieces. Now, I don't know how it's made. I couldn't begin to tell you like what is actually in this stuff. I have no idea, but I do know it's very cool, and I have used embossing powder for many, many, many years. You can use it on cards. You can use it on mixed media pieces. I use it in my journals all the time. I use it in my December daily. Oh, wait, I'm trying to turn it around. So you can use the embossing powder absolutely, really on anything. The only thing that might not be the best is like a transparency, because this does have to get, you know, fairly hot for it to melt. And I would just be careful because you can melt it. You can heat emboss on vellum, but again, you just want to be a little bit careful, right? It's a little bit more sensitive than most. Now look at this. You could call it done at this point if you wanted to. Look at how beautiful. I'm going to hold it up really close. Look at how beautiful that is, right? I think it's absolutely stunning. What you can do is leave it like this, put it on your tree, and it's going to look beautiful. The lights on the tree will hit this and it will just look amazing. But like I said, I'm going to use it on as a charm for my December daily. Let me get this put away. Oh, and I forgot to tell you something super important. Oh my goodness, there are prizes. There are prizes from Rita, Plaid, I don't know who else, if others, but yeah, so look below for the detail on how to win some prizes. All right, so now I have to decide what I want to do. All right, everybody, I have finished the final ornament that I'm going to put as a charm on an album. And I did add a little bit of the silver stickles. I did add a little bit of the little bling, the silver bling. It's still drying a little bit, so if you see any white on there, it's just a little bit of the wet Martha Stewart decoupage. What I did was, once I put the little gems down, those little silver gems, I did go over them again with that decoupage just to make sure that they're not going to pop off. So, and I did add the rickrack. So I left it really long because I don't know how long I'm going to need it to attach it to my album. So I left it long. And again, that pink is the Kiss of the Fairy, and these embossing powders are a collaboration between Rita Barakat and Emerald Creek. So that's that one. I'll show you this one more time, which this one is the Dragon's Egg. And on this one, I have it on top of some Tim Holtz tissue paper. And then this one, this is just amazing. This particular embossing powder which is called Mermaid Fin. And it's blues and almost like a really deep blue to a really light blue, and you can just see how naturally it comes out as so many different shades of blue with a ton of shimmer and bling to it. So that is the end of my YouTube video for this hop. Please be sure to check out the links below, and also don't forget there will be details below about the prizes. I know that there's at least $100 worth of prizes that are going to be given out. So let me know if you have any questions. Don't be afraid to use your ornaments differently, right? They don't have to go on a tree. So if you enjoyed this video, I would love to have you subscribe. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post videos multiple times a week. And definitely go ahead, hit that like button and leave me a comment. Okay, thanks everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.